Ambassador, have you found yourself treated any differently by your peers at the UN due to what's been happening? People are starting to recognize the plight of your people in a wider sense, because it wasn't necessarily reported much here. Have you had more prominence, more engagement, more sympathy at the United Nations because of what's been happening?
Yes, but I can tell you that our delegation is one of the most respected and admired delegation at the UN. And we are treated very well by our colleagues. And we accept the judgment of our colleagues of our behavior and our conduct in serving our people.
It's been interesting seeing, you referred to this earlier, the student protests. Were you at all surprised with the scale of which they took, at the scale of which they took place, and how broadly across the world?
No, I wasn't surprised, especially in the United States. In the United States this time, in comparison to what happened during the anti-war movement, during the war in Vietnam, or during the struggle against apartheid in South Africa, in those two cases, the question of Palestine was not included in the agenda. Since the movement of the social movement of Black Lives Matter and the way it galvanized all social forces of Afro-Americans, Latino Americans, trade unions, students, Arab Americans, Palestinian Americans, Muslim Americans. So the movement was ready to embrace any new social justice issue. So when the Gaza issue came around, the environment in the United States was ready to embrace justice for the Palestinian people. That was never the case since 1948.
A major turning point?
This time it was different time, it was by accident. And this time it embraced the question of Palestine as a burning issue, as the top issue for this movement. Therefore, it is affecting things in the United States. In this connection also, I express our appreciation to the fact the majority of Jewish students in campuses are part of this movement for justice for the Palestinian people.